Walking Macau Streets. Dear Lord, show me a sign. Give me a map. Oh yeah.
Ponta de Cabrita Road, Estrada. It goes right down this way, and you can see a lookout tower way up that way, up at the top of this mountain. There's hiking trails throughout here. And I'm gonna bring the camera on both sides, but I'll start here. And over here you can start to view the city a little bit. Village right here. All this kind of low density is the type of village. It's about 2 stories, a bunch of restaurants, some bars, some residential as well. And then this is the taller building area. Okay, we're walking on this pretty windy road right here, and we're overlooking the airport all the way straight down. So there's a plane right there, and there's another plane there, and we're kind of on this busy road. There's not a sidewalk right here either. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump in a car, and we're gonna just go up and down this road so you can get the full context of it. It's pretty windy as well, but you can see the casinos here, Morpheus. You can see some hiking trails that are straight up that way. And you can see the airport right there, including the runway and the control tower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive down this road because it's a pretty big road. Otherwise, long road, not ideal for walking, but we'll capture it all on film. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so it's called Bridge and Cabrita. But anyways, I'll look it up later. But Ponta de Cabrita Road, Estrada. It goes right down this way, and you can see a lookout tower way up that way, up at the top of this mountain. There's hiking trails throughout here, and we're basically on this little mountain top. And there's a bunch of interesting stuff down this way. I think we'll try to maybe even go up that way a little bit, but this is going to be our target street. And then but we're gonna drive it because it's a kind of a long road. But you can give some context of what we're overlooking, including the Cotai Strip, Morpheus Casino, City of Dreams, Grande Lisboa Casino. There's a landfill right here. There's Coloman Hills over there, and the airport with a runway. China Hotel, Macau Convention Center. And we're gonna jump in the car, and we're gonna just go down this whole road and give you the full context of what it looks like, which will be a little bit easier than walking. So so stay tuned. This is going to be Ponta da Cabrita Road. Estrada is road in Portuguese. So the end of the road would be down at the end of the street, but I'm gonna go down the other way, which is gonna be this way. And I'm gonna hold the camera over the side. Let me just let this car go by. There's a car that's gonna come through. And we'll see what we can see, but one thing we're definitely going to see is some views. Got nobody behind us now, so we're free to go. And so yeah, you can see some of these. And then we got the convention center and this China Hotel, which was a COVID hotel, quarantined for during those 3 years of COVID, so people would come in through the airport and go directly into this. I heard the Wi-Fi wasn't that good at that time. Maybe it's better now. Golden Crown China Hotel, that's the quarantine one. This one is kind of empty, you can see through it a little bit. And then you got the Macau Convention Center. And you see this car coming up right here, has an L on it. You see a lot of cars in this space because they usually practice driving here, so L is student learner. And while our road is straight ahead, there's actually a little observatory up here, which I think I might just go up real quick. I think it's good to go up here because I'll give you some context of the top of this hill, because once you go up here you kind of go higher and higher, right? So while Cabrita y Cabrita is our focus, we're gonna just add this extra one in. And I have walked this before too, by the way, but I don't think I've walked it recently. So, but the reason I want to come up here is because I want to give you more context of Macau. Look at these beautiful flowers. And then what you're gonna see up here is observatory tower way over to the side there. But you're also gonna start to see that you can have views on both sides from up on top of this hill. And there's some parks. So there's a park right to the left, and then there's cars to the right. And I'm gonna bring the camera on both sides, but I'll start here. And over here you can start to view the city a little bit, including some bridges in the background. And then it says a Taipa, there's a trail head right there. And there's some cars that can park up here. So what I'm gonna do is just go a little bit further, and then I'm gonna come back down, and then we're gonna go down our target road. And it's kind of cool. And when we go back down, the views will be better as well. But you can actually drive the car further ahead, but I'm gonna just come around here like this. And now you can see the other side as well. So I'm gonna hold the camera out. Then you can see the airport, some of the casinos down there, a playground over here, a little kiosk here, and then on the other side, you can see the airport right there. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the camera back in. I don't know if that's gonna be windy sounds. It might be. Okay. So that's where we started, and then there's Taipa Grande Natural Park, and then now you can see the runway again. And now we're going to come back out to our Cabrita, our Ponta y Cabrita road. And I'm going to go all the way down. This road is pretty long for walking. It would probably be like a 25-minute video. Okay, so we're going to follow it down, and as we follow it down, we'll see what we can see. One of the things you're going to see straight ahead is some stray dogs. And then there's another vehicle that says L, which is student driver vehicles. So let me just kind of go over this way. I'll tell you about those stray dogs in a moment. But there they are right there. So those stray dogs, basically when dogs get loose, they come up into the hills and they roam around in little packs. And then eventually they'll get brought back to a shelter, dog shelter. This right here is a cemetery, and as you can tell, it's a Chinese cemetery because you can see all of the oh, that's amazing. There's a beautiful statue right there. I would have liked to have captured that, but I don't think I should. I don't want to go into the cemetery right now. Yeah, so all of these, and then you can see some views from up here too. You can see the bridges. So those bridges go from Taipa, where we're at now, to the Macau side. Somebody waiting for the bus. So we're just going to keep on going down. And this, basically this whole road just follows all the way up to the observatory road, and there's the park is up at the top, and then there's trails up here that you can hike. These cemeteries are basically on the hillsides, so that just kind of goes straight down and you get some good views. I wonder if someday those cemeteries will be prime real estate. So anyways, I am going to continue filming a little bit because I think it might be interesting for you to see what this comes down to. But as you can see, we're going to get into the city. So I got a stop sign right here. And then now you can see all the traffic and such. And so yeah, basically that hill just overlooks everything. And then now we're down and we start coming into the apartments, like this big massive one to the right, and then we'll come right into the city center. And if I wanted to, there's another nice little park right here to the left as well. And if I wanted to, I could go up to the top of this hill from the other side, and we get some pretty good views up there as well. So oops, I turned on my hazards for a mistake. So you can see the traffic is kind of coming in a little bit, and now you can start to see some of the so this is a different street, of course. But I think this is going to be interesting for you because you'll get an idea of this hill. So we were on one side of it, and now we're kind of up on these hiking trail parts. So now you can see where people can walk up, and they can take the trails, and they can also walk down this nice path. Then I'm just going to go a little bit further up here, and then I'm going to kind of give you some full context to it. So we're going to go up to the top up here. Let me see if this guy's going to go in front of us. Yep. So we have to wait for him to walk past. And then this hiking trail straight up this way, that's where people can walk and go all the way up to those trails up at the top. So we're going to check it all out in a moment. Okay, so this is the road that we were just on. We just came up this way, and then you can see the bridge way in the distance. You can see the lights on up there. This is Taipa Central right in here, all the tall buildings. And then you can take these trails like this one, and it'll go all the way to the other side, kind of where we were driving earlier. And it says Taipa Grande Trail because this mountain that we're on is called Taipa Grande. So you can actually walk it all the way to those other ones that we were at. But I'm going to give you a little bit more context by walking. We're going to go into this area in a moment, but we're going to go into this place first. These are the public bathrooms. So we're going to come over this side, give you the context of the road that we just came up on right there. And then you can see these trails. So there's a little loop right there and the bridge in the background. So anyways, this is Taipa Grande is the biggest mountain in Taipa. And then way in the distance, the Macau side is over there, but this is all Taipa Central. So this mountain that we're at just basically overlooks all of this. And then right over there is the casinos. So from when we were driving, we could see some of those casinos, and that's what we could see was Galaxy, Morpheus and such was over that way. I can walk down this way into this spot, or I could go a different way. I'm gonna come around like this. And what we're gonna do is kind of give you a little bit of context of it. So here's another hiking trail straight this way. And so you can actually hike all the way up into here. And there's a couple different paths you can take. So that 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna come over this way. And you can see some of the trails. You can see this little ecological area. And where we started, where we would have started, was kind of up in this area down here. So we kind of, that road goes kind of around this whole thing all the way up. And then I just basically came up this little space. So basically we just did like 3/4 of the mountain. And I feel like I should probably walk over here just because you'll get the fullest context of this mountain, Taipa Grande. And you'll also kind of get a picture of this particular road and how it, plus you get this nice view as well. So let's walk over towards this little tram line. That'll make sense in a minute. Incline. This is called an incline. So we could take the incline all the way down, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to capture the road that we started at. Get some people doing some photography over here. So that's the road that we were, I think this is the hiking trail. So I think the road that we started at was you have to go around this just slightly, and then the road goes up that way. So we were on the other side of this mountain going around. This hiking trail goes up to that observatory spot that we drove up, and we could see both sides. And then this is the Cotai Strip. And then you can take these inclines all the way down. So let's just kind of capture that real quick. So yeah, those go down, and then once you go down, this goes around the mountain as well. You have the Cotai Strip, Londoner, Galaxy right there, that's Venetian. So you got some really nice views everywhere. So I'm going to come over here in this space. But you can basically see, so we started on the other side of the mountain. We drove a little bit on Ponta e Cabrita road, and then we end up coming up the other side over on this side. And yeah, so this is an amazing view. So I guess this is kind of a Taipa Grande video, along with being able to capture Taipa Grande mountain. So I think what we're going to do is, you can see the Taipa Grande in the distance over here. You can see Taipa village right here. All this kind of low density is Taipa village. It's about 2 stories, a bunch of restaurants, some bars, some residential as well. And then this is the taller building area. And then this is all Taipa Grande right here that we're on. Okay, a little slice of Macau for you. 2024. Let's check out Macau. Come on.